the originator of Ponzi scheme, these people think majorly, they think long term. They don't have the view of one individual in mind. They have the view of community, the collective participation of many people in view. To be wise, we become wiser, but the companions of fools shall be destroyed. I trust you are doing great. Yes, I know you are. I'm here to talk about one of the trending news of this time. My discussion basically will based on Ponzi scheme that is ravaging our country. A lot of Nigerians, not just once, not twice, many times, has been deceived by this same form of scheme that they have repackaged in one form or the other. Now, this news is trending presently about one of these prominent schemes that has been flagged as scam on Telegram, and that the case has attracted the interest of one of Nigerian Anti-Fraud Commission, EFCC. I'm not necessarily talking about CBEX, but I want to focus on things that is majorly important for you all to know. Nigeria is a place that people don't really want to work before they make funds. They want free cash. They want things to come easily. But working is part of life. Even God worked for 6 days according to the Bible, and the same day he rested. Every cells of human body, the tissues, the organs, works every time. And if those tiny organism could engage in unceasing working mode, why not human? That aside, so sad that many have been a victim already. One thing that I just want you guys to know is that financial education is a cure for my fellow Nigerians. You got to know, you need to know how this thing called money works. Money does not grow on tree, and anything that painted itself as a get rich quick scheme, I would say that you run away from it. I would have been a victim also, but thanks to financial literacy, because when I first got informed about the scheme and how it works, I was confused because I couldn't see light in it. I analyzed it based on my own investment philosophy, based on the enlightenment I've had on how money works. So there's no ground on which I can place those premises and those claim on, I just have to just leave it for them. Or I've seen a lot of people who just dabble into it without knowledge. Now they've bited their finger. Condolence to you all. Though you're not braving anybody, but it's so sad. So my focus this moment, number one, is just to first let you know things that could reveal a scheme as a scam, things that could make you detect Ponzi scheme. One thing you must have as your underlying knowledge is that Ponzi schemes are investment fraudulent. The originator of Ponzi scheme, these people think majorly, they think long term. They don't have the view of one individual in mind. They have the view of community, the collective participation of many people in view. These people carefully plan their way before execution. They know what they want to do strategically at every point and at every phase of the investment tenure. So for you not to be a victim again, what you need is financial education. And I just want to raise all these things up. I believe it will be helpful to you. Any investment scheme that promises you high returns on investment, ROI, probably promises you something like 80%, 100%, 120% with little or no risk. Please run. Run. That guarantees and that assure you confidently that probably within the space of even 2 months that you get this. Please run. That's number one. Another thing is that any investment or scheme that you don't clearly understand how they work, what they engage in, the process of their business process. You don't know what they do, but things are just working. In this kind of environment, I would say that you should also run. You should run. You should run. Any form of investment that depend on new referrals, that depends that you recruit new member. That's their major tactics. So we want you to bring new people in. They will necessitate it as the process to function. They might not even necessitate it. They might attract a big and huge bonuses. If you know that this scheme are Ponzi and they are just there to take your money away. One of the rule of money is that do not invest in things that you don't understand. Anything that you don't understand, even if thousands of people are doing it, I tell you, don't do it. Only God knows how many people are victims of this just crashed investment scheme. Never knows. Let me just limit it to that for some things you need to know about how to detect a Ponzi or fraudulent scheme. The last thing, let me just say this, the last thing there on that section is that do your own research. Do your own research. Many people who are victim because probably the person that they know referred them and they just blindly trusted and joined, and now they have themselves to be blamed. So do your own research. Whatsoever anything they tell you, search and search and search and search and search until probably you have a bit of conviction, then you can go ahead. But it is always important that you do your research. Okay, another thing that I also believe is important is that any scheme that avoid the due processes of registration, avoid it. The FCC and the SEC, their website is open, SEC is open for you to know all these baby companies who are registered and carry out these things. So do your research is very important. Now the major thing that I be creating this video about is the mindset that creates wealth. I'm talking about the mindset that creates wealth, and the discipline that sustains wealth. Those are the two things I need to quickly talk about now. The mindset that creates wealth and the discipline that sustains wealth. See, wealth don't just jump on anybody. Wealth is created. Note that. You create wealth. And creating, it's a process. Note that. Creating is a process. Even God creates the earth. To people who believe in creation, I made us understand that God creates the heavens and the earth, and it takes process. It takes process. So in building wealth, in getting wealth, there is process involved. Prophet talks of methods and time. Talks of methods and time. There are methods, there are steps, there are strategies, there are stages, there are things you need to do over time. That's process. It involves step-by-step guide in executing some important things over time. So creating wealth is not something that just happens like that. It's something that you must know what you need to do what you need to do, and having the patience to see the result of what you have done. So the mindset that creates wealth. Number one thing you must have in mind here is that they have abundance mentality. You must have abundance mentality. What is abundance mentality? There are two types of mentality. You can either have abundance mentality or you have scarcity mentality. Now, let me just quickly clarify what I mean by this. For the word abundance means enough or more than enough. Sufficiency. Now, when you say something is abundance, it is enough. Simple. So, abundant mentality is that you believe that you have what it takes to get what you need. Is that you believe that you can have all the money needed to meet your need and help you achieve your goals in life. It is that everybody has equal right to have enough. Notice, everybody having equal right to have enough doesn't mean everybody will definitely have enough. But there is a difference between having the mentality that everybody has equal right to have enough than believing that some people are or having sufficiency, or sufficiency is meant for some people. So that's scarcity mentality. Scarcity is that wealth is for some people, not for everybody. And if some people have gotten it, then others have to just fold their hand and be looking. That is scarcity mentality. But abundant mentality is that everybody has equal right, equal chance of getting wealth. And that's the number one thing. That's the number one mentality that you must have. That's the number one mentality that you must have. So another thing that you should also have is goal setting. You must have a goal for your financial life. You start with that. Start with goal. After knowing that everybody has equal rights to have wealth or to create wealth, you must also have a goal for your life. What is goal? Goal is your foresight. What you see yourself getting, becoming, achieving, and what you even want to do with what you really have. As the saying goes that if the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Some people, because they don't, or they are yet to clearly define the goal of creating wealth, when they mistakenly, let me use that word, have it, they ended up wasting it, spending on things that they don't need, giving people who seem to be in need or who are not in need, or just wasting it, so to say. So having a goal will help you, will help you. Scripture says that where there is no vision, the people perish. So for you not to be confused, not to perish, not to waste resources, goal is very important. You have to define your goal. You have to define your goal. Another thing that you must have is that you must have your investment philosophy. As we know that to create wealth, investment is very, very important, because investment is what helps in multiplying your money. Investment helps in multiplying your money. It's multiply your fund. So you have investment philosophy. I've mentioned one the other time that, okay, not investing. Personally, I don't invest in things I don't understand. If you explain to me and I look at it from every angle possible and I couldn't find an hinge for what you have tabled before me, I will discard it. And even if the hinge or the basis is not sound enough, I'll make my own research to be clear about it. And after that research, I'm still not clear, then I'll discard it. So have your own investment philosophy. That's one of my philosophy. Another investment philosophy that I have is this. I don't just invest in what I can do alone, because there are some things I cannot invest in personally, like I cannot champion. I invest in what I see people do and they are good at. So, investment philosophy is just like a framework that guides your investing decision or investment decision. So please, it is very important that you have or develop your investment philosophy. Then also, I have one investment philosophy. So I invest in things that I use, things, services that I receive from others. I reinvest in it. For example, I own bank. Everybody there have bank. So the bank that I use, I invest in them. They are making money from me. So let me also invest in them and get from what they are making from me. So that's just it. I invest in them. So that's just, so develop an investment philosophy. It is very, very important. The networking. Your network is very important. If you surround yourself with a lot of poor people, I'm not saying that we should, because of our pursuit and goals, neglect people. People are important. But the people you move with, you are so close with, have the chance and the tendency of shaping your life. I love one saying by Charles Jones. Charles Jones says that you remain the same person you are now in the next 5 years, except for two things: the people you meet and the books you read. So the people around you, your company, have the tendency of influencing you. Scripture says that be not be deceived, for evil communication corrupt good manners. So if you have good intention, you have goals, but people around you are people who can discourage you, bring you back, you will not move forward. So it is very important that you create a community of people who have the same dream goal, vision as you are. This will boost you, like a boost and a catalyst as you journey ahead. So that is very, very important. That's very important. And what I help people to gain, for people that are in my network, I have a saving and investment platform that I've been running, and we help people to manage their fund and help them to save with discipline. A lot of people help them and keep helping them. And not only added to that, we also provide our members, they have access to financial education that can help them make good and sound informed decision on their finances. So you can choose to join the community, actively participate in this community, and I tell you, you have a lot to benefit, a lot. So another mindset you must have is continuous learning. Don't run away from people that can rub their intelligence on you. Scripture says that he that walks with the wise will become wiser, but the companions of fools shall be destroyed. So if you walk with people who know more than you, or you pursue or seek knowledge, it will expand you. It will help you to make better and informed. Many things that destroy many people for this serious matter is because they don't know anything. What they just know is that, okay, I put my money down in 5 days, 35 days, 40 days. Oh, my money will become like this. Wow. And they just believe it. And they don't know that it doesn't work like that. So continuous learning is also one of the major things that you must have. Now, not to make this video too long, I will just implore you to like the video. You can give it a like if you are liking what you are hearing. Then give your comment if you have anything you want to say. Then if you want to join our community where we help people to save and invest, you can just type I'm interested. As you type I'm interested, I'll forward you the necessary link for you to join and participate, because we organize seminars occasionally on how to treat our finances better. Seminars that will give you enlightenment on what next you need to do as regard your finances. And finally, on this video, let me just talk about the discipline that sustains wealth. One of the disciplines that sustain wealth is you investing wisely. The mindset that creates wealth and the discipline that sustains works hand in hand. When you have created your wealth, you also need discipline that will help in retaining and sustaining that which you have created. So investing wisely. If you don't do your own research and you don't have sound financial education, even if you have amassed wealth over time, you will end up wasting it and giving it to those people that organize all these Ponzi and fraudulent schemes. So for you not to fall victim, you must invest wisely. Investing wisely is building your sound investment philosophy, doing your own research, finding yourself in a community that you can ask questions, you can get informed decision, things like that. So investing wisely is very important. And the last thing I will just share for the sake of this video is that you must seek professional advice. Ask questions from people who knows more than you, and it will save you of a lot of stress and mistake. I hope you guys find this video useful, and if you do so, like, comment, and if you're interested in joining this community, type I'm interested. Thank you.